Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Thanks for tuning in for another video, and let's get right to it. So today's video is just going to be offering a little bit of advice on how I managed to secure my current job during this pandemic. Now, who would have ever imagined that in our lifetime we would ever live through a pandemic, like as Gen Z, as millennials? I know I didn't. I never ever pictured this, and yeah, I guess this is our life for the next few months. So I just thought, since this coronavirus is lasting longer than I had anticipated, longer than most of us had anticipated, I'm sure. So I just thought it would be quite useful to give a bit of advice and a bit of encouragement and just share some hope with you guys, because I'm sure there'll be loads of people who are, looking for a job, who've just recently graduated, or maybe they've been let go from their job, or maybe they just want something different. So yeah, I hope some of this advice can be of use to you. So first things first, I totally know both sides of the story, because I started off 2020 unemployed, and then I started my current job in March 2020, which was literally when COVID was hitting the UK. I literally started working for 1 week, and 1 week later lockdown started, so we were all sent to start working from home. So I've gone from being unemployed during this pandemic to gaining a new job, and it's not been an easy journey, I'll tell you that. It's not, but I'm so thankful for the job that I do have. So first things first, the piece of advice I would give would be to use your time wisely. So obviously, now a lot of us are stuck at home, but just because you're sitting at home doesn't mean you can't be using your time. So instead of just sitting at home doing nothing and dwelling, thinking, I don't have a job, I wish I was working, yada, 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 what could you be doing to try boost your CV? One thing I did was I started doing some training courses, particularly Facebook blueprint courses, and those were really beneficial for me because I work as a paid social specialist, which is pretty much running marketing campaigns for various event organizers. So in my day-to-day job, I'm sitting on social media, I'm sitting on Facebook, on Instagram, on LinkedIn, all those apps. So doing the Facebook blueprint courses was so handy for me, because there is so much in there. You could, those Facebook blueprint courses are made for beginners. They are made for people who have never worked in social media, people who have worked in social media, people who've never used Facebook, people who have used Facebook. They are made for everyone. So you'll definitely find something useful in there. And the best part of this is those courses are free. So you can study, you can do all the lessons, and those are all free. However, if you do decide you want to do the exam, that's when it comes to having to pay. So it's something worth thinking about or worth investing in, I would definitely say. However, like I said, you can do all the courses and you don't necessarily have to do the exam. So if you do all the courses and study, it just means, if you do all the courses and study and don't sit the exam, it just means you have all the skills and qualities, but you just don't have the certificate, which is not a must. Because once you start working, let's say you're working in marketing or social media, you can then tell your employer that actually I could run a campaign on Facebook, or I know which audiences to target, I know how to create an ad, and you don't necessarily need a certificate to prove that. I found these courses really useful, and I think I actually started doing them when I was still in Portugal doing my internship. So there's so many of them. You could literally be doing this for the longest time ever, but because there are so many, there is so much variety, and guys, I would so recommend those courses. They're so good. Even to this day, now that I am working in my job, I'm still doing some of the courses, because you can continue to advance. You can never have too much knowledge, and particularly in this industry that we're working in, the marketing, digital marketing, things are always changing. So it's definitely good to keep up and stay on trend and just know what's happening. And that would definitely look good when you go for your interview and you're telling your employer that, yes, even though I wasn't working, I was actually gaining some skills, gaining some qualifications, and using my time wisely. Just to emphasize, this video is probably gonna focus a lot on the marketing side / social media side of work, just simply because that's what I have experience in. I work obviously in marketing, so that's what I mostly know about. But to be honest, you can take these tips and, you know, put them in whatever industry you're working in, whether it's science, whether it's education, whether it's finance, whatever it is. You can take these tips and just make them meet your needs. If you are wanting to study but you're not necessarily doing marketing or business, you can also find courses on this website called Coursera, I think it's called. I did a few of their courses, and if you time it well, they sometimes have courses for free. So of course, you know me, I bloody love a bargain. So I managed to do 1 or 2 courses while they were free. So again, they've got a whole range of courses for, you know, various different industries, and it's not all professional ones. You could also do something like improving your public speaking. You could do something like how to a photography course, whatever it is, you can find it on there. Another tip that I would give would be that even though you have this extra time, no, you don't only have to focus on the professional side of things, but pick up some hobbies, pick up some side hustles, pick up some things that, you know, all those things that you said you wanted to do. Now's your time. So if you wanted to do maybe a course in photography, now's your time to go and find that course. And like I said earlier, there are so many different platforms that are free that you can find courses. You could even go on YouTube and find a course. That also will benefit will boost your CV, because not only do you want to go to your job interview with having professional qualities, professional skills, you also want to show your employer that you're someone who can have a good time. You know, you're not just studying or focusing on professional stuff, but you also have side hobbies, whether they're intellectual or whether it's just something so chill like reading, whatever it is. So pick up one of those hobbies, spend some time and relax as well. And again, that's just a skill to have as like a human being, because once you start working, when you secure your job, you are going to be with your colleagues, and you know, people just they talk about life, they talk about hobbies. So that's something you can then bring to the table as well. When you've done your qualification or picked up your hobby, that's something you can talk with someone else about, and who knows, they might have the same interest as you. Another way to secure your job during the pandemic would be making the use of the internet. So of course, I'm sure as you've been applying, you're going to different company websites, submitting your CV, submitting your cover letter, that kind of thing. But put yourself out there. And by that, I mean, put yourself on LinkedIn. Guys, if you're not on LinkedIn, then I don't know what you're doing, but LinkedIn has been so good. That's actually how I found my job right now. So if you haven't used LinkedIn before, LinkedIn is just a professional social media platform. So it's like Facebook, but professionals really. So I would so recommend you creating an account, and it'll literally take you like 5 minutes. So when you do create your account, you know, make sure it's personal, but put all your key information in there. So do you have a degree? Have you completed any training? Have you completed any certifications? Have you done voluntary work? Do you have past work experience? All those things, put them there. And you might be thinking, oh, I don't want to mention, you know, like a little part-time job that I had in the past. Just put it all there in a professional manner, because those things show that you're someone who's hardworking, you've got experience in different fields, you've worked with different customers, different colleagues, just a whole variety of things. And employers do want to see that. They want to see that you can adapt to various industries, various scenarios, all that good stuff. So LinkedIn is key. And the way with LinkedIn is you can apply directly to companies. But the other good thing about LinkedIn is once your profile is out there, there's actually a setting that says something like, I'm open to work, or I'm looking for new opportunities. So that's so handy, because all these companies out there, if you hadn't gone to their website, how are they going to know that you're looking for a job unless you're in LinkedIn? And the other thing is, a lot of recruiters do go on LinkedIn, and that's how they find talent. That's how I secured my job. I actually had a recruiter who reached out to me and set an interview up for me with this current company. So if it hadn't been for him, God knows, I don't think I would have ever found this job. So reach out to those people, because that is their job to help you find a job. They are being paid to do this. They already have all these contacts and networking. They've done all that. They know all these companies. So they're literally taking away a lot of work for you. And with LinkedIn, you can actually get in touch with recruiters. So if you're looking for a specific job, maybe in a specific area or like a specific part of the country, I'm sure you can reach out to them and just let them know, these are my skills, this is what I'm looking for, and can you help me out? And they're not going to say no, because I'm sure they're getting paid if you get the job. So it's a win-win for everybody. So guys, make sure you do your LinkedIn account, and obviously all those key things like have a nice professional photo, maybe it's your graduation photo, maybe it's your current work photo, whatever it is, just have a nice photo. Make sure to fill in all the information as well. Don't leave an employer wondering, okay, so, you know, do you have a degree? Okay, where are you based? Okay, what skills do you have? What are you like? Because best believe, if they're going on your page and they're sitting there wondering, what does this person have to offer? I doubt very much they're going to reach out to you and say, can you please tell me what you have to offer? But if they can see that already on your profile, that this person has qualification, this person has done this volunteer work, this person's already got this, they're probably going to reach out to you and want to meet you. So make sure your profile is as good as it can be. So it always helps to have somebody check over it, you know, whether it's a friend, whether it's a parent, whether it's even like a university, like lecturer, or the, what do you call them? The people that help you find a job, them people at your uni. So just have a second pair of eyes to look over it, because sometimes there'll be little mistakes that you'll miss and someone else can spot them, or they might think of something that you have to add that you've not put in. So just have someone else check over it and make sure to keep it up to date. So obviously you're going to be doing your training while you're looking for jobs. So make sure to put that stuff in. If you've got a certificate, put it in. If you had 100% attendance, put it there. If you were, you know, employee of the month, or, you know, those key things, add them in, because it shows who you are. You're dedicated and you're a hard worker, and you deserve that job. I also found LinkedIn courses really helpful. Again, obviously I focused on the marketing courses, but they had like tons of courses. They had things like working on video stuff, they have courses on managing a team, they have courses on just a whole variety of things. So definitely check out LinkedIn, and I'm sure all these other platforms will have other educational resources, so do make use of them. And I think with the LinkedIn ones, the only thing is it's only free for a month or two maybe. So with that one, compared to Facebook, with LinkedIn you would have to pay. So if you do decide to go for the LinkedIn courses, make sure you do them within the time limit, so that you get, you know, the benefit of that free course, of the free, like your free scheme or whatever, the free, why am I forgetting? The free period. Another thing that I would say is network. We live in a time where a lot of people are getting jobs simply because, you know, someone introduced them to someone, because they're related to someone, because they know someone. So guys, network, find out who's working where, ask them, are they hiring? Are they looking to hire soon? What can you do to get that job? It's so key. So if you know someone who's maybe working for a company that you would like to work for, or doing a job that you would like, ask them to get in touch for you. You know, they can simply pass you their manager's email, the company email, even simply helping arrange an interview. Those things really help, because I know a handful of people who have gotten a job through a friend of theirs, through someone that they knew, that kind of thing. And also, since I started working, I have seen that a lot of companies offer like referral schemes, especially if the company is looking to grow. And that simply means if your company is wanting to hire people and you refer your friend or your cousin or whoever it is, there's a chance that that person who referred you will get a bonus or something if you get a job. And sometimes you'll even get a bonus as well if you get a job. But the main thing is you got the job, which is the bonus itself. So get in touch, reach out to people, reach out to university friends, university lecturers, different people, because you never know what opportunities are out there. Because also a lot of companies won't necessarily put out their like current opportunities on job hunting sites like LinkedIn or Indeed or Reed, whatever it is. So you would never know about these opportunities unless you ask. So ask for help, ask who's hiring, ask what's happening, what's popping. Just be in the know, because that will definitely pay off. But yeah, that is pretty much for this video, guys. I hope you found some of these tips useful, and honestly, don't stress. Like, at the end of the day, you will find a job. You're not going to be sitting for years on years unemployed. You're going to find something. You are like, I'm a believer of what's for you will not go by you, and also things happen at the right time, or like when it's meant to happen, that kind of thing. So if you're still looking for a job right now, best believe there's an employer out there who has a position that's perfect for you, and they're gonna find you at that right time. One thing I used to always tell myself just before I was working was, enjoy this time, as in enjoy the freedom that you have right now, because really and truly, when are you gonna get this chance in your life to enjoy just peace, to enjoy not working, to enjoy not having to be up at 6 a.m, 7 a.m, whatever time it is? When are you going to get this time just to be yourself? So make the most of it. Don't dwell. Don't be sitting there thinking, oh, I wish that this time would go away, because best believe when you start working, you're going to be thinking about those hours that you could have been catching up on your reality shows, that you could have been exercising, that you could have been reading a book, that you could have just been chilling. So make the most of that time, because it will go soon. Like, it will go soon. And guys, don't lose hope. You will find a job. Like I said, you will find the job at the right time. Don't rush into anything, and just keep your eyes open. When something comes up, you'll know it's for you. Don't just be out here taking any old job just because you think you need it. Like, the right one will come for you. So just be patient, enjoy the process. I know how it is. I know what it feels like to be looking for a job through the pandemic, and if I can do it, you can do it. Guys, keep me posted how you get on. I would love to hear your success stories, and I'm rooting for everybody. Like, there's so many opportunities out there, so I know for a fact that you guys are gonna find a job, the right job at the right time. So let me know how it goes. Thanks for tuning in for another video, and make sure to like, comment and subscribe. And guys, share this video if you find it useful. You know, send it to a cousin, a younger sibling, a friend, just anyone who you think might benefit from it.